everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video. And today I would like to sit down and take a moment just to talk to you guys about my thoughts, my predictions, and my expectations for the rumors that are going around for the new DC Rebirth, whatever that may be. Dan DiDio and Jim Lee, the co-publishers of DC, tweeted a picture with a blue black background that's kind of like a curtain that says Rebirth. Now, Bleeding Cool has been kind of putting out rumors or possible things that what Rebirth may be, and a lot of people at first thought it was like a character that's come back. Some people thought it was a reboot of some sort. And Bleeding Cool basically said, without getting into too much detail, DC's trying to align their comics a little bit more with their movies, and by doing so, they're going to cancel titles at issue number 52, and then relaunch the titles at issue number 1 after a Rebirth issue, and so basically it would be like Batman 51, Batman 52, Rebirth, Batman number 1, Batman number 1, and then there's been other rumors that different writers are going to be jumping on different comics. Snyder's going to Detective. Tom King, I think it is. The writer of Grayson's going to be jumping on Batman. Batman's going to be bi-weekly as well as Superman. There's going to be some new titles, such as the Justice Society coming to the DC proper. It's not going to just be Earth 2. It's going to be the Justice Society apparently existed, but got fast forward to the future. All that fun stuff. Damian's going to be on the Teen Titans now, and various different other things. There's going to be a new Green Lantern title called New Green Lantern, all New Green Lantern with Jessica Cruz, who is the Green Lantern, has power ring from Earth 3, and then Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps, and various different things. The Trinity book, a couple of titles are getting canceled. Batman Superman's getting canceled. Wonder Woman Superman is getting canceled, or Superman Wonder Woman. Starfire is going to go to the Titans. Her title is going to get canceled. Black Canary is going to go to the Birds of Prey. Her title is going to get canceled. Grayson's getting canceled, and he's going to go to Nightwing. What are my overall thoughts on this? Okay? And what are my predictions? Well, first and foremost, I want to get it out of the way. A lot of people are throwing around the concept that it could be a reboot. I don't think that's going to happen. The stupidest thing that DC could do right now, I know their sales are tanking, but the stupidest thing they could do is reboot, for a couple reasons. Fan-wise, whether you like it or you don't, the New 52 was polarizing and bringing in new fans. And those new fans are not going to like a reboot. I cannot survive another reboot. And I like the New 52 for the most part, but I just can't do it. It would be too much on me. It would be too hard. And really, all they have to do is move forward. So I don't think it's going to be a reboot. I think I was talking to my comic book guy, and we sat down in detail talking about it. He said that if it is another reboot, it would just be the worst thing that ever happened. And DC even said that they're not going to be rebooting again, that they're just going to be moving forward when the New 52 happens. So I don't think it's going to be a reboot. So what I think it is I think it's going to be a relaunch, which is basically them renumbering their titles. How do I feel about this? As long as it's not a reboot, more of a soft retconning of stuff, like the Justice Society apparently existing, stuff like that, I'm okay with that. I don't want continuity to be completely wiped clean, because I love the origin for the Justice League. I love the costumes that have been introduced in the New 52. I think some of the stories with Wonder Woman and Batman have been some of the best that we've had. Aquaman has been the best we've had for a while. Flash has been more interesting than ever. And Green Lantern, out of the grip of Jeff Johns, has been really good. As well as Cyborg getting his own series, which so far has been very good. I think on a whole, the only Justice League member that's been struggling since the New 52 has been Superman. And only Greg Pak stuff has really been that interesting. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, all this stuff is fixable by moving forward. So I think it's going to be a relaunch. Do I think they should do a relaunch? No, I think they should introduce new titles, but I don't think they should relaunch Batman back to issue number 1, or Wonder Woman to issue number 1, or Superman to issue number 1. It's just, I think, a bad idea. Now, a lot of people are probably thinking the same thing I'm doing. Well, Marvel makes a lot of money by relaunching all this stuff at issue number 1 all the time. That's actually a bit of a misconception. I was talking to my comic book guy, and I was also talking to some people online who own comic book stores, and they say that every time Marvel relaunches, it's the worst thing for them because they always overbuy, and then they're left with overstock, and they don't know what to do with it, and it's just, I mean, Diamond may see that, you know, Marvel is making money off of it, but the reason why DC sales suck compared to Marvel are a couple things. One is Marvel constantly does events. Events bring in money. Number two is Marvel has Star Wars. Like, you could give Star Wars to Boom Studio, and Boom Studio would be rocking it. You can give Star Wars to me, and I would make billions off it. It's Star Wars. Literally, Star Wars makes money. And number three is DC just doesn't have right direction right now. So with that said, if they were to relaunch or reintroduce new titles, what would I like? That is the question. So I would like there to be the standard. If I had to make a big rebirth kind of continuity thing, the titles that I would keep would be Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg, and Justice League. Those have to continue doing what they're doing. And then I wouldn't actually mind seeing Nightwing Dick Grayson become Nightwing again because I love Nightwing. I would be okay with that. Batgirl would have to stay. I would not mind a Birds of Prey comic. That would be kind of cool. The only Bat comic I would say I would cancel would really be just Red Hood and Arsenal. It's not that good. Catwoman is also on the fence too, but it is what it is. Then bringing in a new Titans team, I'm cool with that because the Titans used to be one of my favorite books, and it's just been shit lately. So a new Titans team would be good, and it's good to have Starfire on there. And it'd be interesting to see if Damian went on there. I do not want a Justice Society comic. I do not want the Justice Society to exist on Earth 1. Why? Well, one of the big things, and it's kind of hard to explain, but one of the things that made Superman and Batman so impactful when they showed up, and the Justice League when they showed up, is that they were the dawn of the superheroes. And now we find out in the 40s that there were superheroes beforehand, whether people remember them or don't. Like, I can probably get around the fact that maybe no one ever knew who they were, and they were like a secret team for, you know, in the 1940s. I can probably deal with that, but like, I like the Justice Society being separate. But hey, that's just me. What else did they say? Trinity, I think, is a book that was a long time coming, and I would love to see that. And I am looking forward to comics being bi-weekly. Batman and Superman in particular. And I actually like the idea that they're gearing their comics to be a little bit more towards the movies. Not necessarily in content, but what comics are revealed. Like, I think DC would benefit a lot streamlining its comics. You have your Justice League stuff and you have your Suicide stuff. So you have, you know, the Justice League comics I mentioned. Plus, let's say you throw in the Shazam comic or Hawkman or whatever, and then you have Green Arrow and maybe another team-up book, and then you have the Suicide Squad-based comics. I think Deadshot could definitely hold a comic. You have Harley Quinn in there, you got Suicide Squad. I think it would be nice to have a little bit more order in the DC universe, because we had that when the New 52 came out. You had your kind of Young Justice stuff, you had your Justice League stuff, The Dark, which were magic stuff. Then you had The Edge, which is more of like, you know, gun shooty stuff or wildstormy stuff. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of things that could be done well here. I don't want it to be a reboot at all. I don't mind a relaunch. I can live with that. But I love some of the continuity stuff that was brought with the New 52. I love the costumes. I do. I really do. At least the original Jim Lee costumes. But that's my thoughts and opinions. I just wanted to kind of throw those out there for you. Like I said, I think if they did a reboot, it would be a terrible idea. They just need to get their stuff in line. I'm sure once the movies start coming out, things are going to be a little bit easier for them. But what are your thoughts and opinion? Do you think it's going to be a reboot, a relaunch, revamping, minor little retconnings? Do you think they're going to renumber their comics or not? Like, do you think it's a good idea to renumber the comics or not? Like, what are your opinions on this? So let me know, okay? Comment down below. With that said, this is Andrew saying peace out for now.